Okay, folks, Mad About Modeling. I wanted to talk to you today about everything staples in our hobby. You always think when they say, what's your favorite tool? What's the tool you have by you all the time? Well, with me, I've noticed it is the ever-loving toothpick here. And they come in many different shapes, sizes. I found that the round ones are the best. They have every application from gluing to making sure your masking tape is down correctly. When you mask a vehicle for a custom paint job, such as what I've done here, when I put the masking on there, on all these lines, I would go through and take the toothpick, make sure that it's down totally. You don't want any bleed through or anything like that. Or if you're doing taping where you're going to cross over the tape, you want to make sure that you go in there and you make sure that there is no overlapping, because when you overlap, that's when you're going to get most of your overspray. You will get it here too, as long as you make sure it's not pushed down enough. But when you overlap or go over sections, you want to make sure that area right there is taped really well. Also with foiling, it is a big staple to make sure that you get it worked down into the area, such as your trim here, which the trim wouldn't be chrome. I get that. You know, it's rubber on a semi, but you can work, let's just say this is a 64 Chevy. You want to be able to work that down really good before you make that initial cut. And I'll have a video on how I do my trim coming up. But as you can see, when you're working it down, you can get it right up into the trim itself. You can work down the edges as well to make sure that the chrome trim is really flat. That is your toothpick. Another thing that's really good for is when you're going to be gluing stuff with super glue. You want to make sure that you're just, I do have a super glue applicator, but I always run to the toothpick, and I will demonstrate that here for you. You know, using this actually as the top, putting a little super glue there. You don't want to spread it all over your project. So you come over here and you can pick it up. We'll just go ahead and put a little doodad on this sucker right here, right in the middle. Put the drop there. Got a little excited, put it over there, but we'll go with this one here. And it seems that I forgot my, no, there they are. I always keep my trusty tools here. My workbench is a mess. But I'm going to pick up my little jeweled piece here. Put it right on the area that I put the super glue. Now let's do that again. We'll go with this right here. And that's it. That's all the super glue that I needed. It's not coming out from under my part. As you can see, there's no super glue coming out from under the part other than where I mishit it there. But that's how that works. I've even used toothpicks to do touch-up painting instead of getting a paintbrush wet that you have to clean out. Let's say you're going to touch up a part, you know, that you messed up, took off the tree, take it off, and you have a little bit showing back here. Just dip it in your paint and touch up your part. But anyway, to me, I keep these in my toolbox. I keep them on my workbench. I use this more than I use my X-Acto handle. I think you'll find out as well that you'll be using toothpicks just as much as your X-Acto handle. And thanks for checking back with us. I'll have more videos soon.